Good morning, everybody. It's 6 a.m. on this Thursday morning. What a way to start the morning. We've just bumped into the Mbiri Pride. We heard them calling from the lodge this morning. Found them at Ingwemanzi. And now they're walking down the road beautifully towards us here. Looks like all 10 of them. And they're all full-bellied. Fat bellies on all of them. Some impala alarming on the right-hand side here. They've just spotted them. Morning to everybody once again. What a fantastic way to start the morning with the Pride Alliance. Alistair is going to go south this morning. There's been reports of the Talamati Pride down there, so he's going to go and see if he can get them. And then I'm also sure he's going to go and stop off at the Wild Dog Den. I'm going to stay up north this morning. Going to spend a bit more time with the Mbiri Pride. And then I'll head to Kokomoya area, see what else I can get. But what a fantastic morning it's been so far. The rest of the country is freezing, but I'm sure it's slowly going to start creeping up here. It's quite amazing, even with big full bellies, they still try to hunt a big herd of impala. I had impala running all around my vehicle, and luckily for the impala, the lions missed. The lions were set up all in different positions, but the impala managed to escape. Just shows you how opportunistic these lions will still be even once well fed. After probably walking for about 2 or 3 kilometers, they finally lay down the Mbiris. Now you can see the full extent of all their bellies. They must have killed something quite big last night, maybe a wildebeest or a zebra. Even maybe been feeding on a buffalo the last few days again. They've really been successful as winter's coming into effect. Just shows you how it changes. Hunting was very difficult during the summer. A lot of the herbivores are in peak condition. They're fit, they're strong, they're healthy. With all the vegetation that's around now that it's starting to drop a little bit. Bless you, Mr. Lion. And herbivores are starting to get a little bit weaker, even though they're still in good condition. But hunting just becomes a little bit more easier for these lions. I'm going to leave them here. Lying up in some long grass. I'm going to carry on north.
Morning everyone. As you know, Neil got the Mbiri Pride up in the north. I've come down south to see if I can see what's happening at that Wild Dog Den. I also wanted to see what, or if I could find those leopards that Neil found, that male and that female. While I was sitting listening for maybe some mating audio, I managed to hear lions calling down Buffelshoek Access. I'm hoping this could be the Talamati Pride. We haven't seen them for a long time. I'm going to go up and follow, see if I can pick up on that audio, get closer, and I will keep you guys posted. Managed to get these Talamatis. They were roaring with the Avoca male. So I've got 3 females with me now. You'll see the female at the back has got that injury. She seems to be doing okay. Yeah, they're coming past me now. There you'll see. That injury is healing very, very well. I see here comes another female. Got 4 females here now. Oh, there's the 5th female. Let's hope some of those cubs start coming through. This is great. 2 different lion prides in one morning. They're all coming around me now. There's an inquisitive youngster over here, young male. They're really on a bit of a move. They're moving quite a lot through the bush here. They're listening to my east. There's nothing better than following lions as the sun is rising. Also, there's some more youngsters coming through the bush here. See some more youngsters coming in the background. It's amazing to see the distances that this pride covers. They were in the Sabi Sands the other day. They come into the Manyuleti. We're probably about 5 to 6 kilometers away from the Sabi Sands boundary. They're now going back south, maybe back into the Sabi Sands. These youngsters are getting so big and boisterous. They're playing with each other. They're not even worried that mom or aunt has moved further up. They're just following slowly behind. They do know that the Avoca male is behind them. I'm just waiting for, I've seen the Avoca male. He's following up on the scent of this pride. This male is always with this pride. Here he comes through, yeah? Still got that limp, but obviously being with the pride, he's still eating quite a lot. Hey, he's going to follow the pride into that thicket over there.
Just got to Kokomoya Dam, and one of the open males is having a drink here. Also full belly. It's been an incredible drive for lions this morning. We got the Mbiri Pride, this open male. Alistair had the Talamati Pride down south. It's 26 different lions within an hour and a half. Another beautiful reflection. Bachelor herd of impala, probably about 60 meters away from that male lion. So it just proves another misconception in the bush. A lot of people will see an antelope or a zebra or a giraffe and say, oh, well, there can't be any predators around here. He's busy contact calling for that female that I heard roaring up the side. You can see he's intently listening. See if she calls again. Now I'm shooting straight into the sun here. It's always believed that you should never shoot into the sun, but if you just use the correct settings, a lot of our guides at Tswalia have a lot of photographic knowledge, so it can always help you with your different camera settings, and you get really different cool effects. You get that detail in his mane, that sort of backlight, that golden ring around his mane. So it's obviously not ideal photography, but it's still a different variation. And it's always, good to try something different and something new, and you can get cool effects off of that. Up on these big Gabbro plains up north, got a male and female ostrich. Looks like the female, that one. The male's just behind a bush, he's coming out now. Fastest creature on 2 legs. Ostrich. And they'll use that speed out here. They are hunted by lions. I've seen it before where I found lions feeding on an ostrich. It's a very messy affair. You can imagine with all those feathers, not a huge amount of meat on the ostrich. So they are preyed upon by lions out here. But they do have an extremely vicious kick and massive claws, massive nails on the end of their toes. If you can imagine what a dinosaur's foot looks like, it's pretty much what an ostrich foot looks like. Big scaly toes with massive claws on the end. So it's actually regarded as one of the 10 most dangerous animals you can get out here, just because of that kick and those claws. And they could also peck you.
Got quite an amazing encounter here. I've come to the wild dog den, and there's a massive herd of ellies chasing these dogs around the den. Dogs are still around the entrance to the den, but you'll see the ellies will come into picture now. You can see the elephants have been on the mound as well, so quite an interesting interaction here. The dogs are just to my right. The whole herd of ellies has come up now. Very, very interested in seeing what the dogs are doing. I think they're trying to chase them away. You can obviously smell them picking up their scent. be interesting to see how the dogs return. They've just run into the bush. I'm sure when the herd of Eddies moves away, they'll come back to the den and just see how the pups are and regroup. But let's see. We've been sitting with these dogs for quite some time, and we finally realized on the other side of the den there's another hole. So all the pups are this side. You can just hear the audio at the moment. So we were extremely lucky the other morning when they brought them out on the open side of the den. So we're just going to be patient and just see. Maybe they'll come out.
It's a black-shouldered kite sitting on the marula tree. Often see them just hovering in the air above the veld here, looking mostly for rodents. What's amazing with these birds' eyesight, obviously when the rodents leave a urine trail that lets off UV light, the heat, and these birds are able to see in that UV spectrum. So they can actually follow these rodents just by following their urine trails and sort of heat seeking and pinpointing to where this rodent could be just by following those urine trails. That's quite incredible.